Hi, welcome to Old School Blues Guitar. It is time for the classic solo lesson for the months of October through December 2018. The last lesson for the new year. We're going to take apart the solos in Guitar Slim's Something to Remember You By in the key of F. This is one of the alternate takes, I do believe, and this is a version that I had on a cassette tape when I was in high school just learning how to play guitar, and this is the solo that I spent a lot of time trying to figure out. Now there are other solos on the other versions, but if you learn this one, I think you can figure those out on your own. It's in the key of F. I've got my capo on the first fret, so I can play out of the E position. Now there's two parts to the solo. So as usual, I'm going to expect you to listen to this tune. I'll put a link to the YouTube video of this version of the song, and that way we can just get right to it. I'm going to play the first part of the solo, then we'll learn that one, figure it out, and then we'll do the second part. So here's the first part of the solo. And he's going to go right in to the second part. So we're just going to, let's take this in chunks. So we're in E position, and I'm starting off on the third fret of the fourth string. I'm going to number the frets as though the capo wasn't there. Try to avoid confusion. So we're going to start, and then we're going to hammer on the second fret of the third string. Open second string. And here's the really cool kind of signature Guitar Slim thing. We're going to slide from the third to the fifth fret on the third string and get the open second string. So the whole first phrase goes like this. And then we're going to slide from the third to the fifth fret. You can check the tab for this, so it's third to fifth, open first string, third fret of the first string, open. Now here's a part that it took me a while to figure out exactly what he was doing. He's going to start now on the third fret of the third string. So he's going to start on the third fret of the second string, open third string, open second string, third fret, and then slide to the sixth fret. So that whole little phrase goes like this. Third fret, open on the first string. Then he's going to come to rest and let the third fret of the third string ring out a little bit. So let's play that whole first part all the way through slowly. And then we're going to do it again. And this time, we're going to come down on the fourth string, third fret. So let's play that second part. Then what I hear is he's going to get the second fret of the third string twice. Kind of like that. So it's... And then we're going to go into this B7th arpeggio. And all I'm doing is making a B7th chord. And I'm starting on the fifth string to the second string and back. So let's play that whole first part of the solo all the way through, slowly. And there's the first part of Guitar Slim solo and Something to Remember You By. Now the second part follows along with a lot of the same ideas, but there's a couple variations and it's a little trickier to play. Let me try to play through the whole second part of the solo, and then we'll break it down. That's pretty close. There's one little nuance that I missed there, and I'll catch that as we go through the verse. So he starts out the second part exactly like he did the first part. And he goes here, then right here, he's going to play over the second position bar chord shape, the A position F. And all I'm doing is going 10-9 on the first string and then sliding maybe from 7-8 or 6-8. I'm not sure exactly how he did it, but there is a slide in there if you listen to the original recording. So we got this. Then open first string. That part's a little tricky. He's going from the third to the fifth, and then an open second, third fret of the first string, open, and then this little lick. And then he's going to wrap it up by playing this. All on the first string. That's the tricky part right there. He does this little before he goes into the last phrase. So let's play that whole last second part of the last part of the solo. Whoops, it goes like this. So he's staying on the first string, just playing it open. So that lick right there, check the tab, and we're just following that same open E position all the way through. And then the last thing he does is the little hammer on the second fret of the third string, open second string. And then all you really hear is the bass on the B7 shape, which is going to be our C7th since we're playing in F. Third fret of the fifth string. So let me try to play that whole solo all the way through the second part. And there you go. It's really a fun solo to play. A lot of the ideas that he uses in this solo, he uses in the other versions of his solos on Something to Remember You By. Songs like Things I Used to Do and some of his others, that idea of this, that kind of picking over the open E position. You hear this in a number of his songs. So there you have the solo lesson for the months of October through December 2018. I'll be back again in the new year with a brand new solo lesson. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. And again, I will link in the description of this video or in the comment section, I will put a link to the version that I taught here, the version of the song from which I got this version of the solo, if that makes sense. Have a happy new year. See you later.